Good morning, students. I hope all of you are fine today. So let's continue with the chapter which we are doing previously, which was acids, bases and salts. Students, in our previous class, we have learnt about the strong and weak acids, the properties of acids, and we have also learnt about the basic substances, in which we have learnt the strong and weak bases, the properties of bases, and the neutral substances. Now today we will learn some more topics. Okay, the first one is indicator, students. Now as we know that the taste of acid is sour and the taste of bases is bitter. But there are many acids and bases, students, which we cannot taste as because they are very corrosive. Corrosive means it will be harmful for us. Okay, so how we can test whether the substance which we are using, it is an acid or a base? So for that we use indicators. So indicators is a special type of substance, students, that changes its color whenever it is reacted or whenever it is poured into an acid or into a base. Okay, students. So for example, litmus, turmeric, China rose petals, red cabbage, all these are examples of indicator, students. See in the table, it is given as chemical indicator, color in acid, color in base. So litmus paper is an indicator which turns color into red when it is reacted in acid and turns color into blue when it is reacted in base. Similarly, there are other two chemical indicators. One is the phenolphthalein, which changes its color into colorless when it is reacted in acid and changes its color into pink or violet when it is reacted in base. Okay. Similarly, methyl orange, the color in acid is reddish and the color in base is yellow, students. Now, the next is litmus, a natural dye. What do you mean by dye, student? It is a natural substance which is used to add color. So see, student, this is a very commonly used indicator. Okay, it is extracted or it is obtained from plants which is called as lichens. Okay, so whenever it is mixed in distilled water, it changes its color into mauve or purple color. Now students, when we use this solution into an acidic solution, then it turns its color into red, and when it is reacted or it is added to a basic solution, it turns its color into blue. Okay, students, so litmus is available in the market in the form of strips of paper or in the form of solution, students. Okay, so commonly it is available in two colors, red and blue litmus papers. See in the page it is given as. Okay, so see, students, remember one thing, acids turn blue litmus to red. Okay, if you are using red litmus paper, then that paper will remain in red color. Okay, it will not change its color. But if you are using it as blue litmus paper and you are reacted or you poured into acid, then it will change its color into red. Similarly, bases turn red litmus paper to blue, students, and if the substance is neutral, then it will not change its color. Okay, students. Now see in the next page, students, see there are three containers. One is acidic, second one is alkaline, which is a base, and third one is the neutral. So what does it say? It says if the blue litmus paper is added, then added to acidic solution, it will turn red, while the red litmus paper remains unchanged. That means if you are using blue litmus paper into an acidic solution, it will change its color to blue, change its color to red, and if you are using as a red litmus paper, then the color will remain unchanged. Similarly, students, if you are using a red litmus paper in alkaline solution, that is a basic solution, then the litmus paper will change its color into blue, and if you are using a blue litmus paper, then the color will remain unchanged, students. Now, if you see in the neutral substance, both the red litmus paper as well as the blue litmus paper remains unchanged, students. Okay. Now the next topic is turmeric, which is often used as an indicator. Okay. Students, as we know that it is a very important ingredient in making curries, in making foodstuffs. So it remains yellow in neutral substances and in acidic solutions, but it changes its color into red whenever it is reacted or it is poured in alkaline solutions. That is why, students, a turmeric stain becomes red whenever we apply soap on it. Okay, students. Now the next indicator is the China rose indicator, students. It is a light pink color solution, students, which is obtained from the red flowers of China rose plant with water, students. Now, China rose indicator turns acidic solution to which color, students? Into dark pink, which is often called as magenta, and if you use into basic solution, it will change its color to green, students. Okay, students. Now, students, remember one thing, that if you add China rose indicator to common salt solution, then it will not change its color. Okay, so it means that common salt is a neutral substance, students. Okay. Now another indicator is the red cabbage indicator. It contains a pigment which is used as an indicator. Now if you add the red cabbage indicator into an acidic solution, it will turn red, and if you add in basic solution, it will turn into greenish yellow color. But students, in neutral solutions, it will turn its color into purple color, students. Okay, students. And there are some more indicators like the methyl orange. Okay, it gives pinkish red color when it is reacted in acidic solution, and it gives yellow color when it is poured in basic solution. And phenolphthalein, students, it is also used as an acid base indicator. That means in acidic solution it remains colorless, but in alkaline solution it turns its color into pink, students. Now the next portion is the neutralization process or reaction, students. So what is this reaction, students? The reaction in which an acid reacts with a base. Okay, so whenever an acid reacts with a base to form a salt as well as water, then this reaction is called as neutralization reaction, students. Now in neutralization reactions, some amount of heat is evolved which ultimately raises its temperature. Okay, raises the temperature of the mixture. Now, as we know that acid and bases are chemically opposites, so that is why it creates or it evolves heat. Okay, students. So, if you see, there is a word equation which is given as acid plus base. That is, acid reacted with base, it forms salt and water, students. Now, students, look into the page. Okay, there are few chemical reactions. You need to remember all these reactions, students. These are very important. First one is the hydrochloric acid, where it is reacted with a base, that is sodium hydroxide, it forms sodium chloride, that is NaCl plus water, students. Similarly, nitric acid, when it is reacted with same base, that is sodium hydroxide, it forms another salt which is sodium nitrate, that is NaNO3 and water. Okay, students. Now similarly, students, when sulfuric acid, that is H2SO4, reacts with two molecules of sodium hydroxide, then it forms another salt which is sodium sulfate, Na2SO4, and two molecules of water, students. Now students, remember one thing, that the salt which we obtain, it can be in acidic form, it can be in basic form, or it can be neutral in form as well. Okay, so these are formed. So how salt is formed? So salt is formed by replacing hydrogen. Okay, see students, in all these salts, students, it has replaced hydrogen from the acid with a metal. Okay, students, so this is all about the neutralization reaction, students. Okay, so students, that's all for today. We will continue with our chapter in our next class. So thank you for today, students.